you can proceed.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Yashvi Patel, PharmD 4th year, Gujarat Technological University. Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity, and the one who works parallelly to the code and never leaves any opportunity for his betterment. It is a matter of great honor to introduce such young and dynamic speaker for this evening, Dr. Sharat Kumar, H.J. Sir, PharmD Oncotherapeutics, Senior Resident at Advanced Center for Treatment, Research and Education in Cancer, Tata Memorial Center, Mumbai. He stepped out as a fresher and with a PharmD degree from Karnataka College of Pharmacy, Bengaluru, and Bangalore Baptist Hospital, followed with an internship in oncology at Sri Shankara's Cancer Hospital. Along with this, he applied for this fellowship interview, wherein he gave a good competition to stand out equally with MD Pharmacology. During the pandemic, when the doors were closed for interns to work, he took this initiative towards the introduction of virtual ward. He grabbed and expanded every opportunity way ahead. He entered into NEMHAN, National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, Bengaluru, as a project intern, and parallelly so got approached towards his dream with the fellowship. He always has this determination, confidence, and hard work to make PharmD viewed with a different perspective. It's a privilege to have you here as a speaker for today's session, sir.
Thank you, Yashasvi Patel. Thank you for the brief introduction. Very happy to help you all out regarding the fellowship of in Oncotherapeutics with the Tata Memorial Center. So, shall we start the presentation, or should we wait for anyone?
Sir, you can go ahead, sir.
Sure. Thank you. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. It's coming.
Okay. Yeah, I hope the screen is visible. So, Dr. Karthik had asked me to share the experience of the fellowship in oncotherapeutics with you all, so that I felt this important because when I was in this position trying to get into fellowship after my internship, I didn't have any one person who could guide me or who could get me through this fellowship, because what to study, what to get thorough with. So there was some confusion with that actually. So I felt this presentation or this slides which I have prepared, it will guide you for sure regarding how to apply for the fellowship and how to go on with it, how the work which is going on in the center, and then what should you be equipped with. So again, to introduce myself, I'm Dr. Sharath. I'm fellow in Oncotherapeutics in the Department of Clinical Pharmacology, ACTREC, Tata Memorial Center. So the basic funda which we are learning, or actually seeing in the slides are why, how, and when. These are the three questions which will actually run in our mind. So moving on to the next slide, see here you can see that the step-by-step approach. So I hope everyone has these questions, because I had received many messages through LinkedIn that what is this fellowship and how's the work over there, and how to apply for this, when to apply for this. So all these questions are, I hope it will be running in your mind. So I thought answering all these step by step, it will be perfect for you. So I'll be explaining first what is this fellowship, and what is the range of learning which you are trying to see, and then why is this fellowship needed, or why is this fellowship, why should you apply for this fellowship, and how to apply, when to apply, and what should you be equipped with, And last but not the least, let me tell you a story regarding this. Okay. So again, as the first slide, I just wanted to introduce you to what is this fellowship about. So when you compare it to the other fellowships in oncology, the oncopharmacy fellowship, this is quite different. So this is completely based on oncology research. And what you'll be training or what you'll be learning in this part, it's in the further slides. But still, is the basic what the training is about. The divided to three. So basically, clinic, the preclinical, the bioanalytical. So these three departments will be collaboratively working. Hello, that my voice is breaking. Is it audible now?
Yeah, it's okay now, sir. In between it was like,
Okay. Please let me know if the audio is breaking again. Okay.
sure, sir.
Sure. So I was explaining regarding the members of the clinical pharmacology group. So those three departments, the clinical, preclinical, and the analytical departments will be working close together. So that is the advantage in this fellowship. So this you cannot find in any other fellowships or internship which you are working. And the one more advantage or one more boon which we see in this fellowship is the oncology community with which you are working. So as you all know, Tata Memorial Center is the Asia's biggest cancer hospital. So you will find multiple departments of oncology being working. So you'll have multiple research ideas, multiple research projects going on, interacting with one of the biggest in those departments, in those specialties. That will be a great opportunity. So that's that's the few points which I can tell what is this fellowship about. So the range of learning. So this is not limited to. I can say that you'll be doing seminars, you'll be attending seminars as like regarding the clinical pharmacology or clinical pharmacokinetics, and you'll also be learning biostatistics with that itself, and you will be learning trial design and concepts of quantitative pharmacology, and you'll be learning more about protocol development and then pharmacovigilance activities in the department. So there is a broad platform to learn here. As I said, Asia's biggest hospital and so much projects and so many people working. So it's like a ocean of knowledge, if I have to say, and range of activity. So basically, again, I'm telling this word. This is not limited to. You'll be reviewing and writing research proposals. So from PharmD, if you have to take some points, so we'll be learning clinical research and the trials part, everything. So we'll be having a sound knowledge regarding how the protocol should be, how the research proposal should be. So we have to take those information, and that's the kind of work which will happen. So you'll be reviewing many proposals which will come to the department. You'll be writing new proposals, and you'll be developing new data collection strategies. So you should be thinking out of the box, if I have to say properly. And you'll be doing most of the dose optimization studies. And the one more important thing, if I have to say, and which I have more interest on, is the advanced data analysis. So as you can see in the slide, you have heard about all these terms like population pharmacokinetic studies, clinical trial simulations, disease modeling. So there's a variety of work going on. So you'll be involved in everything, and you'll be interacting with the basic and clinical scientists. As I said, there will be preclinical work going beside, and then you'll be having clinical work also. So when they have some pharmacokinetic studies going on and preclinical. So your involvement is also appreciated there. So and one more thing, therapeutic drug monitoring. So as we know, many of the chemotherapy drugs have narrow therapeutic index. So the importance of therapeutic drug monitoring in oncology is very vital. So you'll be working closely with the analytical department regarding the drugs which need TDM, and you'll be managing trials as said in the previous, and then there'll be problems coming. So it's not like the treatment is being given, the patient has received it, they'll go. So each and every day there is a new learning aspect. So there'll be a physician or the consultant oncologist. So or transfer of problem which be working on that to solve those problems. Or the second question which everyone would have, why this did that slide come up? Just a minute. Is it visible now? So why this fellowship? So as I said, training. So after 6 years of PharmD, you'll be equipped with pharmacology, therapeutics, pharmacokinetics, everything. So you'll be trained in these aspects also, and the opportunity. So if I have to tell, the previous oncotherapeutics fellows who have worked in the department are in very great positions in pharma companies, and some are doing PhD in some big universities. So the opportunity is huge, and the availability of resources. As I said, the patient numbers, if you can just see, so you can get so much number of samples, and you can finish those studies in very few months or very few years. So that's the one more advantage of being in this fellowship or being in Tata, and the standard of research which they are doing, and heterogeneity of study. So it's not like they're not sticking on to one particular clinical trials or only clinical research. So there is heterogeneous. There are various studies which are going on that you can find that in the websites, and guidance, especially if I have to say, my mentor or my guide for this fellowship is Dr. Vikram Gota. So sir has been a excellent guide for me, because after coming to the internship thing, so I was little blank. So which things to read, what all to be perfect with. So he guided me with the way, through the what all to read, what all to study, what all to prepare. So everything he guided me. So, and you'll be under many medical oncologists, so they'll be guiding you also. So that's the amount of guidance any PharmD should require post their internship. And one word which I always hear in the department, or always hear in this 7 months which I've been here, is the thing is, sky is the limit. So any new ideas or any experimental ideas you have, you share it with all the pharmacology group or with sir. So you'll get to know how the research is to be done. So that's the thing. Sky is the limit, as to say. And again, why is this fellowship? If I have to say, you can visit the beaches of Mumbai. So that is one of the advantage also. Rather, if, other than these on the left side, the beautiful place to be here, and how and when to apply for the fellowship. So again, as everyone had messaged me in LinkedIn, so the notification will come sometime in June, because I had also applied when the notification came in June, May or June. Yeah. So when that comes, I think you can proceed with the for the application. And there are both PharmD and MD pharmacology aspirants can apply for it. And there'll be a MCQ entrance exam initially. So once you clear that, you will be going into the interview, and one candidate will be selected for the fellowship as per the thing is currently. And one more big question people ask is what you should be equipped with when you are attending the MCQ entrance exam, or you'll be for the interview. So I literally had no idea what to be what to read or what to learn. So basically, you'll be needing 5 to 6. So I had studied all the subjects which thing, but I suggest you people that you need to be equipped with the basics of pharmacology, pharmacokinetics, and mainly clinical research also. Is the voice lagging again?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just a second. So is my voice audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So I was telling you about the things you should be equipped with: the clinical research part, clinical pharmacology, pharmacokinetics, therapeutics, also with the therapeutic drug monitoring also. So as the work going on here in the center is, for precision. Hello. Any
Yes,
doubts?
sir.
Okay. So as I was telling about the TDM part, so many of the work which is pertaining to TDM is going on. So I believe that you should be equipped with the knowledge of TDM also. And yeah, so the motivation to you all. So basically, and I'm not guiding you regarding how to be motivated, everything, but I just wanted to say a few lines which would actually mean, or which would actually require courage to do all these things. Because if I have to say, then I'm after joining this fellowship, then for learning, or okay, I'll just practice. So it's not something like that. You need to have a serving mind. So once you have that, that'll be so satisfying, because than just learning or than just working. When you're serving for the patients which you have in the hospital, you feel more satisfied with the work. And one more thing which I always say is, stand out with the crowd. So basically, when you have 100 people with the same degree, and someone has to choose from that 100, if everyone are similar, that'll be difficult. And how, you might have read probability. So 1 in 100, if you have to select, then you need to be a standout person. You need to have, as I said in the third, as I've explained in the third point, experimental ideas. You need to have different ideas which you can actually explore, and you can actually bring out, so that will separate you from the crowd. So that is one thing which I have to say. And please show versatility in work. So don't stick on to just one things. Okay, you're just expertise in you have expertise in pharmacology. Okay, I'll not do pharmacokinetics. Okay, I've learned pharmacokinetics, I'll not do pharmacology. So all the subjects which we have learned, which we have studied, everything which will be useful in the work which we are doing. So yeah, you need to have a versatile. You need to show versatility in the work. And one more thing is, so last but not least, how did I get into fellowship? So that'll be again important to you people also, because the flow of work which I have done, which brought into me this fellowship. So for the first point which I have to tell, I studied in Karnataka College of Pharmacy in Bangalore, and I got trained from the second year till my internship in the Bangalore Baptist Hospital. And as you all know, in 2009, we were the internship in the introduction. Encourage
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir. It is breaking.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
Is it audible clear now?
Yes, sir, it's fine now.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes, sir,
So
it's fine.
I was telling regarding the story. So during the COVID times, as we were not allowed to the hospitals for doing internship or doing going for ward rounds, everything. So at that point, I thought, okay, something a platform should be there for us to learn. So then came the idea of the virtual ward. So herein you for the interns which I had developed, so then I had formed a WhatsApp group. So hello, yeah, so there I had formed a WhatsApp group, and then I had included all my fellow interns, and then we started actually I started actually bringing out all the cases which I had seen in the textbooks, and then presenting in the WhatsApp group. I had given every case to, individual cases for everyone in the group, and then each one had to work on those cases for every 3 hours. So in this, we worked actually for a month, 15 days a month, and then that was completely similar to what we used to work in the ward. So that's why I called it a virtual ward. So these are some ideas. This is just to encourage you people that these are some ideas which it will make you stand out from the crowd. So I encourage everyone to think differently and work on it as well. So then one more thing, after the virtual ward thing, the COVID came down and I joined Sri Shankara Cancer Hospital. So one more thing I had to explain in this is, so you are coming to an onco institute, it will be great, or it will be good to have a basic onco experience when you're coming into the institute, because it will not be like you need to learn oncology from ABCD. So it's better to do an internship in an onco hospital when you're doing your 6th year rounds. So that'll be great. That will be an added advantage for you again. And I joined National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences. So the number of patients here, everyone knows that. There will be some 200, 300 patients in one OPD. So I had experienced, this crowd, these number of patients for a research purpose. So it was not difficult for me to experience the same in Tata, because the number of patients or the number of crowd is approximately similar. And I suggest everyone to make an effort. So basically, this I mean, after the Nimans thing, I applied for the fellowship, and then the exam got cleared, and then interview was there. So there was a 50-50 chance, because as I said in the previous slides, the Oncotherapeutics fellowship is for both PharmDs and MD pharmacology. So um, but to I mean, for the good sake, I actually cleared the exam, and then cleared the interview also. So we just need to make an effort to clear, I mean, do everything in the right way. And I just wanted to show some of the, I mean, superficially, some of the works which have been doing from the 7 months, and still counting. So this is just a short list. So there is a geriatric oncology clinic. I hope it's the first geriatric oncology clinic in India. The prescriptions. One more thing is clinical pharmacology. Many of the drugs which coming to the which are being studied in the department, or which are working, so they need to show pharmacokinetics as well in the papers or in their project. It is very important. I mean, your involvement is very essential in that aspect. And phase one clinical trials. So I have designed a Bayesian uh, flow chart. So it's basically everyone who has studied the clinical research part, you might have heard the word about 3+3 design, which the people use for phase one trials. So there is something called as Bayesian approach, also Bayesian continuous reassessment method. So this will also this can also be used in phase one trials. So I have designed that, and then not to boast about the work which I've done. There's some 3 book chapters which writing, and then 2 manuscripts written. So, and there's one more thing called as code consortium. So I recommend all of you to look upon this I mean, the YouTube channel for code. Also, there's a website called codeconsortium.in. So I recommend everyone to visit that. And then this is basically the pharmacokinetic aspect. So code is a consortium. I mean, it's a collaborative research work which is being done in ACTREC, Manipal, and PGI-MER. So I'm involved in that research also. And there's one more interesting thing which you people might be interested of, is PK simulation. So if you're well versed with the formulas, and I mean, I'm not telling that you need to buy hard or you need to keep every formulas in mind, but if you be well versed with those formulas, you can do magic with PK simulations. You just need some basic bioavailability, VD, KE, KA. So all those, and then you can just introduce something. You can change the practice, change the clinical practice as well with PK simulations. And I've been trained with pharmacometric softwares also. So this is just a very short list which the works which have been doing on. There are many other works also. It'll take another 1 hour if I have to explain everything. But for now, I think this part, I mean, the work which I said now, this is not reflecting the burden of work. I suggest you people to think that the excitement of working on all these, because see, this is just 1 year. So what all things you can do in 1 year, I mean, it should be done, because you won't get the opportunity after that. After 360, you won't be working in the department at the 366th day. So whatever opportunity comes, we should be grabbing. So that's the main motto behind that. So I think those were the main things which you people also had questions about, or had regarding the fellowship, or regarding the work which is being done. So I I go with the FAQ thing. If you have any questions, or I would be happy to answer all this. Hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. So if participants, you are,
I've seen one question that is there any fee to be paid for the fellowship? So as such, there's no fee for the thing. You, that'll
Excuse
be
me, sir.
given.
Myself,
There's
Meghana,
no
your voice
fee.
was not clear.
Yeah.
Your voice was not clear, sir.
Just wait. I'll open the chat box. Is it only for 1 year? So yeah, the fellowship is just for 1 year. I mean, the other fellowship outside it's for 18 months. Some are for 2 years. So, but the Oncotherapeutics fellowship, you should keep in mind that it's just for 1 year. So this audience is there any stipend? So stipend is there monthly. I mean, you'll be receiving stipend of 53,000 per month for the whole fellowship. So for the MCQ paper, what all you should be prepared of. So I had given a slide for that. Um, yeah, be equipped with. So these are the concepts, or these are the topics which in which the basics should be strong for you. So pharmacology, pharmacokinetics, therapeutics, clinical research, TDM. So I mean, these are like the very important aspects. Just once again. I'll open the chat box in the screen so that I can. Yeah. Can you throw some light on the syllabus which you referred for pharmacology? Was it the only a third year pharmacology? No. So as we study pharmacology in second, third, and fourth year, so it's not. It, hello. Should I repeat the answer for the previous question? Yeah, I'll come from I'll answer from the MCQ question. MCQ, what all you should be prepared. So here in the PPT, as I said, you should be prepared. I mean, equipped with pharmacology, pharmacokinetics, therapeutics, clinical research, therapeutic drug monitoring, basics of everything, and like you need to be strong with the subject also. Okay, and yeah, syllabus to be referred. So pharmacology, as I said, the MD pharmacology people will also be studying pharmacology. The I mean, BSc pharmacology or MSc pharmacology will also be studying the same subject. So what different should we be studying? So as you have said, is it the second year or third year syllabus for pharmacology? It's not, because we study pharmacology with I mean as a M-Pharm studies pharmacology. So it should be completely different. You need to be very fast with the drug names, drug doses, drug frequency, the I mean we don't need to understand the structure activities, SER studies. You don't need to be expert in that, but you just need to know the what the basic pharmacology people does not know. So that you should be expert of. That I would suggest you. Then you don't need to stick to the basics of pharmacology regarding the classification, regarding what all new drugs have come. That's not the point. But you should be knowing what others don't know. That's the whole point, actually. Uh, yeah. In pharmacokinetics, what is most focused on theory or calculations part? So for if I have to say for the MCQ or thing, that will be different because I can't comment on that. But the work which we are doing, it's both theory as well as calculations, because once you get to know the theory, I mean all those formulas, like oral formulations, how will you be designing will the pharmacokinetic, and then that's the reason. Yeah, if you know the theory, then you can understand the calculations also. I would prefer first you can know the theory part, and then get thorough with the formulas also, because formulas will help you in simulations, and that's a very interesting part which many of the PharmDs can do for their internship as well, because just by simulating, see, you don't need any major softwares also. I designed a simulation study in just Microsoft Excel. So you just need to know what's the basic funda in pharmacokinetics. So if you know that, even with Excel you can do a simulation, even with Excel. Okay. And so then what after the fellowship? Any other opportunities provided for the ones who did fellowship in the same? So as I said in the previous, in the slides which I was telling, so the previous oncotherapeutics fellows have been in different positions. Dr. Anita, who was the previous fellow before, she was before me. So she is in medical science liaison in BMS. So, and the other, Dr. Pashwa Mehta, who was a oncotherapeutics fellow again, a post PharmD. So he's a PhD student in Florida. So the opportunity is very huge, and you can go into any part of the world with the knowledge which you have acquired here. What are the scopes or job opportunities there after doing fellowships? So the same answer which again said, the scope is very huge, the job opportunities also. One thing is, you just need to grab every opportunity, so that you don't know what your interest will be after working. So after working for 1 year, so you need to be clear at 5 or 6 months after the fellowship. So which part or which expertise you are going to. So that's the thing I'll tell. And books, yeah. So for pharmacokinetics, you can study Leon Shargel, and pharmacology. I prefer. From the guidance which I've got, pharmacology should be read in the wards itself, because you'll be seeing what all drugs are being prescribed, what dosage, what spectrum they are prescribed. So with the in the word, with the articles which you can refer, and as Kadzan textbook, Kadzan pharmacology is a great textbook to be studied. So for therapeutics, DPRO is there, though DPRO is not completely explaining every aspects of therapeutics. That'd be good for a PharmD graduate after 6 years. So I think you should be thorough with the concepts there. And so, are there any other institutions that offer fellowship? So, yeah, as far as I know, Sri Shankara Cancer Hospital and JSS Hospital Mysore, and CMC Vellore, and HCG offers fellowship, but that's a onco pharmacy fellowship. This is, TMH fellowship is Oncotherapeutics fellowship. So as I said in the first slide, it's completely different. This is completely of a research perspective, and few books for TDM and pharmacology. For TDM, I think the Leon Chagel will be a good thing. So just to focus on code, what is it? So as I said, code defines, COD is Consortium for Dose Optimization. So basically, it's not like you all know that every population which you're treating or which you're dosing will not be the same. Some might require less dose, some might require high dose. You don't know who will require that. You should be thorough with the subject called as pharmacometrics. There, you will be doing dose optimization studies. You will be doing pharmacometric studies. Some patients, as everyone knows, majority of the chemo drugs are being
Excuse me, sir. Your voice is breaking, sir.
dosing has a great variability. Not every patient will. Very important to know. Yeah. So that's about code. So I suggest you people to visit codeconsortium.in. That's the website, and you can that's the website, and you can find the details, and you can join for code also. And in the YouTube, there are some lecture videos regarding pharmacometrics. I would suggest you people to go through that also. In Hyderabad, any institutions offering fellowship? I don't know any institutions which will offer the fellowship there. Maybe that's not. I currently don't know, but there might be a hospital also. But as far as I know, there's no currently any hospitals giving that. What is the trending research going on oncology? So there's no trending research so as far as I know, every week the trend changes. So if I have to say in a clinical pharmacology perspective, pharmacometrics is trending currently. So many of the studies which are coming, dose optimization studies, majority of the pharmacometric studies, that's trending currently with pharmacology, if I have to say. When to apply for fellowship? After the internship. Yeah, after the internship itself, because the prerequisite is that you complete the internship, and then you will be joining the fellowship. So the 1 year fellowship, after that you can join there. So yeah, that's the thing. Apply for the fellowship after internship. Yeah. The voice break, I cannot listen to the stipend. Can you tell? So the stipend is, so from the notification itself, you all know that the stipend for a oncotherapeutics fellow, is my voice audible now?
Yes, sir. Now
Yes, sir.
your voice is audible, sir.
Okay. I'll repeat the code thing also. 1 second. I'll answer the stipend part first. So stipend is, from the notification, as you all know, that the oncotherapeutics fellow is being given 53,000 per month as the stipend for 1 year. And how many seats are? Okay, code. Can you repeat it again, sir? So code is a consortium. Consortium for dose optimization. There is a website called as codeconsortium.in. I suggest everyone to visit that, and then there are much details regarding what is code with that, and then there are many lecture videos also. Please go through that. And how many seats are there currently in the? Seats are currently there in each college. I didn't understand the question. If it can be reframed, I don't know. How many seats are currently there in ACTREC, or I think that might be the question which you are asking. There's just one seat for the fellowship. There's only one position. Which how to apply? The next question. you'll get a notification in and around May or June. So at that point, you can apply for the fellowship with that notification itself. That will be available in the website, ACTRAC website, Advanced Center for Treatment, Research and Education in Cancer. So this is a sister concern for Tata Memorial Hospital, where all the research part goes on. So in that website, the notification comes. Uh, in that, actually, you can apply for the fellowship. Yeah. Do we need PCI registration after the Pharm graduation to apply? No, you don't need a PCI registration. What about the exam pattern? What exam? I mean, website name. So website name is Consortium for Dose Optimization. Foreign countries. So foreign countries or which country is offering the same. So is my voice audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the oncotherapeutics in foreign countries, I currently don't know any universities or any hospitals which are offering the same. Um, yeah, that's the thing. And then should we only prepare and be thorough in oncology studies, or overall knowledge is required for MCQ preparation? I would prefer an overall knowledge, but a little extra about oncology so that it will help you once you, if you are selected or if you are coming to this fellowship again. Because the oncology questions, I mean, like you should be knowing the basics of oncology. That's it. I mean, you don't need to be an expert, but I prefer you to be thorough with the overall pharmacology aspects and a little about oncology also. After completing fellowship in India, can we get into research field in other countries? Yeah, I mean that's what I said. The other countries, one fellow was previously done the oncotherapeutics fellowship. He's doing his PhD. So there's I mean multiple research opportunities which you can go and work on in abroad. So do we need to have any experience in the country? So as such, there's no. I mean, if you're going for a PhD, you don't need. I mean, what the guide prefers or what the our university people prefer, that you will need to be. I mean, having the experience. But as such, I have seen many of my friends and many of my seniors going for abroad for the research experience. Is it better to choose pharmacometrics after PharmD? Yeah, pharmacometrics also is a part. I mean, is also growing. I mean, growing many opportunities for PharmDs also. It's a part of the post PharmD opportunities which we'll get. So I prefer you people to learn more about pharmacometrics also, because you can do multiple research studies, because that's a new growing aspect. So that will be great. I currently don't know about the HCG hospital, I think you can visit the website to get to know about that. Can you give some words brief about the interview? Yeah, I mean, interview as such, as I said, you need to be knowing the basics of all the subjects. If that is there and the work which you have done, the projects in the 5th year which you have completed, or the internship in which hospitals you have done, the work actually defines during the internship. So I suggest you people to, I mean, get some good project, get some good work so that that will stand out in the during the interview. What was my project in 5th year? So I mean, worked on hemoglobin. Dialysis. What will be the so treating anemia? Patients. Where can we learn about pharmacometrics? If YouTube, can you share the website has some lecture videos which is starting currently that you can prefer, and videos coming up in the channel, so that will be preferred than others, because as I know, working on in that, so I think that's a good channel you can prefer. Was my voice not audible? Which question should I repeat? The channel name is Code Consortium. Okay, I should repeat about the project, is it? Okay, project is basically hemoglobin fluctuation or hemoglobin variation in renal anemia patients who are on the hemodialysis. That means they'll be end-stage renal disease patients, right? So, what will be the hemoglobin fluctuation in them? That's the basic funda behind what was the study what was the project which I had done. Do we have any more questions regarding the same?
So, participants, if you are not having any question, we will wind up this session.
Sure, I'll type the channel name.
Sir, we have a question from YouTube, sir, YouTube chat. So, the question says like, sir, will you please explain the procedure for applying this course while you are working as a clinical pharmacist?
when you're working as a clinical pharmacist, how to apply for the thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you'll be working in an institute or you'll be working as a clinical pharmacist in a hospital. So you can actually apply for the fellowship because the MCQs or MCQ exam, entrance exam, and then the internship, it'll take time. Um, it's better to get a good knowledge in clinical pharmacy at least for 1 or 2 years. Then you can apply for the fellowship because you'll have the working experience also. That will also count. Yeah, that's the thing. But the application procedure is same for everyone. There's no different as such if you're working or not. But if you're working, you'll need a notice period to be told in the hospital which you're working on. Just you need to inquire in the hospital because the norms will change in for every hospital. So you just need to inquire regarding the notice period in your hospital. But the application procedure is same for everyone.
Good evening, sir. I would like to thank you for this session, sir, for sparing your time and giving your valuable suggestions. It was great listening you, sir. I got a clear idea about how to apply and what to do and what not to do. And